In the year of our Lord 2023, we are actually talking about the idea of Colt McCoy headed to the Seattle Seahawks. We'll explain and explore that possibility coming up in just a matter of moments. Also, Shaq Leonard, could he be joining Colt McCoy in Seattle? We'll talk about that as well on this edition of Seattle Seahawks Today. Before we get to any of that, though, if you want the Seahawks to beat the 49ers on Thursday, like today's video. Smash that like button. Don't jinx it. Don't make me come find you because you didn't like today's video. Don't be that guy. Don't be the reason why the Seahawks lose because you didn't like today's video. Like it. Hit that like button. We'll get started with today's show. Bleacher Report NFL insider Matt Holder is suggesting that the Seahawks could be in business to sign former Arizona Cardinals quarterback Colt McCoy, the legend that is from the University of Texas. You know, I'll be honest, I there's a soft spot inside anytime I hear Colt McCoy mentioned. I have so many good memories of what he did playing college football down, so many years ago in the era of Sam Bradford and Tim Tebow and those guys. Here we are all these years later, and we're talking about him potentially ended up in Seattle? What? Let's let Matt Holder explain why this could potentially make sense for the Seahawks. The big difference in Sunday's game was Locke's performance as he completed 2 passes on 6 attempts for 3 yards and an interception. Brett Rippon is the team's only other option at quarterback, so it would make sense to bring in McCoy as a backup or starter if Smith has to miss time. Now, here's the question that I would have for John Schnieder and Pete Carroll and why it could make sense to bring in Colt McCoy. Can you trust Drew Lock to get the job done? If something were to happen to Geno Smith, if let's say that he is going to be out for an extended period of time, or if you're just not feeling confident in his playing abilities, do you feel confident enough in Drew Lock? Because if you don't, then it makes total sense to go after Colt McCoy, and there's probably not a better veteran quarterback option out there of potential guys you could go after than a guy like Colt McCoy. We've seen him in Arizona, New York, Washington, San Francisco, and Cleveland, and call this a hot take, but I've been of the belief, had Colt McCoy been able to stay healthy in his career, I think he could have been a very good starter in this league. Now, granted, there was a lack of arm strength there, but what we saw from Colt McCoy in spot duty at times was still find ways to win football games, that he was able to overcome the lack of arm strength. And so for me, Colt McCoy, you're looking at a guy that knows how to win, that's been there, done that, that's been in a lot of different systems over the years. Great team guy. If you're needing another answer, if you're not sold on Drew Lock, if you saw last week and said, we can't do that, this is the guy you're looking for in Colt McCoy as far as I'm concerned. I don't think it's a bad idea at all for Seattle if this is the route they decide to go. So, what do you think? Should the Seahawks sign Colt McCoy? If you think they should, type Y for yes. If not, type in for no or pin comment today. Weigh in and tell me what you think if the Seahawks should make a move for the former University of Texas quarterback. Today's show sponsored by Prize Picks. Prize Picks, the place to go for daily fantasy made easy. Here's how Prize Picks works, folks. You pick 2 or more players on any given category, and you get the choice of more or less. Maybe you're talking receiving yards, passing yards, completions, all sorts of different options, and it's not just limited to the NFL. I'm playing some college football this week. In fact, I'm rolling with Colt McCoy's rival, the University of Oklahoma, the Sooners, Drake Stoops. Very familiar name to a lot of folks out there, son of the legendary Bob Stoops. I got him having less than 86.5 receiving yards against TCU this weekend. Michigan taking on Ohio State in the game on Saturday. Kyle McCord, one of the most overrated players in the country. I got him having less than 255 passing yards. I mean, think about it, okay? Connor Stallions already has all the signals for Michigan where they should be able to shut down Kyle McCord. He's not going to hit that. I put $20 down on those two. That's going to turn into $60. Play along on Prize Picks, prizepicks.com/CLNS. Get that $100 deposit match. Promo code CLNS. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. prizepicks.com/CLNS. Now, Shaq Leonard. That's where we turn our attention to next. The Colts shocked the NFL world on Tuesday by releasing the linebacker. He goes to waivers first and then is set to become a free agent after that. And with as much money as on his contract of what the Colts were to pay Shaq Leonard, it is expected that no one is going to take on that contract and that he will go ahead and be an unrestricted free agent here in the coming days, making him available to sign with anybody. Now, what we've seen from Shaq Leonard, this is somebody that has had a fantastic career. 3-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first-team All-Pro, 4-time Pro Bowler, 2018, 2020, and 2021, and set the record for forced fumbles in 2021, set the league high, and also the tackles record in 2018. We've seen him play very well over the years, but the injuries and the direction that the Colts are going in the Anthony Richardson era now and all this, they just weren't on the same page anymore where they felt like it was best for both sides to move on. He delivered a statement saying the following: "Indy, I want to thank you for accepting me and my family with open arms. These past 8 years has been nothing but incredible. Through the good times and the bad times, y'all stood by my side. I apologize for not bringing the trophy back to the 317. The energy in Lucas Oil has been nothing but amazing, and I thank you for every memory. I'm thankful to play for such an amazing fan base. I love you guys and wish the Colts nothing but the best." And he said maniac out after that. So, very classy response from Shaq Leonard there as he departs Indianapolis and looks for his next destination. Now, I don't think the Seahawks are going to be making a waiver claim, nor should they, quite frankly, make a waiver claim and take on all that money that he is owed. But if he ends up as an unrestricted free agent and he's available out there, I'm not ruling out this possibility. Now, it's not a need, the linebacker spot. It would be a luxury if you're going to add Shaq Leonard to the equation. You look at the numbers here, and there has been significant fall-off over the last couple of seasons. You look at that stretch from 2018 to 2021, 343 tackles, 30 tackles for loss, 15 sacks, 11 interceptions, 17 forced fumbles. He was playing at an extremely high level. The last couple of seasons, coming back from injury and all that, hasn't been the same player. But my counterpoint, my argument to why you should look at Shaq Leonard is that he's still a young football player. He's not that old. He's not that far removed from playing at that all-pro caliber level, the way I look at it personally. Now, you look at the depth chart for this Seattle Seahawks team, and you see where things stack up with Bobby and Jordan holding things down inside there. You know, I would say that he's better than Devin Bush. You could rotate it in, keep him fresh. And then beyond this year, remember, Bobby and Jordan are only on one-year contracts, so it's not a given that they'll necessarily be back here. It's something I could potentially keep in mind. It's an outside chance, but it's not an impossible chance that the Seahawks go about this for Shaq Leonard, and we'll see how the offers compare from other teams, but I wouldn't say it's impossible. I would say that it's a slim chance, but don't completely rule out this possibility. What do you guys think? Should the Seahawks sign Shaq Leonard or not? Weigh in that comment section. Tell me what you think if they should make this move. S for sign, P for pass. Weigh in. Tell me what you think the Seahawks should sign him or not. If you enjoyed today's show, which I don't know how you couldn't. You got me talking Seahawks for 10 minutes here. Like today's video. Don't jinx it. We want to do our part to get a Seahawks win over the Niners. Hit that like button, and I will see you coming up next time right here on Seahawks Today. Have a great one. Thanks for joining us.